Hey everybody, happy Friday. Thanks for being here with us on Northern Life. No Briggsville Savage today, so you're stuck here with me and Hunter before the show. Excuse me.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah, tough start.
And Ryan's immune system, I guess. When the cat's away, the mice come to play. Is that what they say?
My immune system not at the station with me today.
Oh,
Yep, it's,
got that at home, unfortunately.
Yeah, I left it
You're
at
still
home.
recovering, though. You're
we're
getting better.
We're fighting. Hunter and I did discover that before the show, we could do some, I don't know if folks at home are fans of ASMR.
Yes.
But if you please, if your TV is way too high in volume, where's the microphone? We could do the whole show such as this, and that would be pretty annoying for all the folks at home.
Got a lot of stuff coming up here later on today. Just losing viewers by second, every second.
Pretend you're an airplane pilot, just, yeah, you're going to want to stick around with 45-degree weather out there. So let's get into it, show, though.
Let's talk about the show.
Yeah. Hey, if you don't follow us on Facebook, please do. We're not that annoying on Facebook. But we are there on Northern Life TV, so be sure to hit the like button. But also, the other day, we posted a video that really made us crack up. So usually after our shows, we record teases that air on our networks before that show plays. So the morning of, before our Wednesday show, Hunter seemed to have forgotten what our show is titled. Take a look. Coming up today on Northern Life, the great debate continues. Who uses a top sheet on their bed, and now who rinses strained pasta?
And plus, the bookstore at Fitkers in Duluth is having a gala for 100 years of The Great Gatsby.
We're up next at Tornana.
Tornana? It was a Tony Nardi.
I was running out of time. I didn't know what to say.
We're up next at Tornana.
Crying.
Tornana.
Tornana for sure. I'll set my alarms for Tornana.
Set your alarms for Tornana later tonight at 6:30. And a few great comments after the fact. Our viewer Joanne said, Tornana, is that like Shanana?
Very similar, actually. I think that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Shanana.
Shanana. I know we had Christina telling Hunter, hey, Tornana could be a great song title idea.
We got to release a whole album of Northern Life stuff. That could be it right there. That could be one of the songs on the album. Because in our ear, right, we got Shania, who is in our ear as we speak, counting us down from 12 seconds. That's the tea's going to be 12 seconds long. We're getting down to like 2 and 1. And I'm like, sometimes the time just gets in my head.
You get a little stressed.
Yeah, I ran out of time. I'm like, I don't know what to say. And then I forgot the name of the show. It's like, what's Tanana?
But it's funny because you say, because it's usually the same thing written at the end every single time.
Yes.
And you knew the tone of what you're supposed to say, Northern Life, but you said Tanana.
I don't know what I did, but
it's pretty funny how it ended up that
it's
way.
pretty wild. One of my favorite videos out there right now. But also, let's get to a message here we received in our Facebook inbox. Bobby Joe sent us this note saying, I just started watching you guys. You're amazing. You just chat like we are friends and keep all the drama and politics out. So refreshing. Thank you. I don't know if I can say this is my favorite part of the job, but it sure is up there. I think it is my favorite part of the job, Northern Life, because it's just a break from everything. We're just having fun talking about random things.
Yeah.
Talking about Tanana, whatever that is. Talking about whatever we want, It's just a nice break from everything in the world.
Excuse me. Big thanks to our Tornana viewers out there.
Yes.
New and old.
Yes. We're welcoming everybody.
Such as you, Bobby Joe. So thanks for sending that in. Well, here's what you can expect to find on today's show. With March Madness now underway in college basketball, I took it upon myself to do a different bracket. I'll be sharing the top winners when it comes to the best school lunches that we had when we were kids.
Oh, I miss school lunches. Later, Ryan is also back with this week's odd and intriguing Facebook Marketplace finds. Honorable mention, of course, take a look at this, a Lightning McQueen-shaped baking pan from the movie Cars. Why would you ever want that in your life?
Come on, you could have a Lightning McQueen cake, and you could say ka-chow and happy birthday.
Oh my gosh.
I love Lightning McQueen.
That was a great movie. Cars growing up, oh my gosh, that was awesome.
Shout out Rascal Flats.
Yes.
Life is a Highway. They didn't have to go that hard for that song.
They
but
wrote
did.
it down, man. It was amazing.
Well, the song was already made.
It was like an 80s song or something, but it was really good nonetheless.
Yeah, good rendition. Hey, according to new research, the pressure of keeping up with the Joneses is apparently a real phenomenon. A new survey by Weedman found that 3 in 4 Americans feel pressured to keep up with their neighbors. It not only found that people feel pressure to keep up with the neighbors' front yards, but many people are striving to be the best house on the block and are openly competitive about it. Clearly that effort is keeping is paying off for those folks, as 1 in 4 said their yard is award worthy.
Award worthy? Are you
Wow.
kidding me? My gosh. That's why you live out in the country, folks. I got 2 piles of wood at the top of my driveway. I got a big skeleton that's been up there for about 2.5 years now, and nobody's envious of my property right now. There's nobody around.
Your neighbors can't have family or friends over. They pass you by and they go, wow, look at that guy's yard.
Roll up the windows. Let's keep on driving. Oh, my
Don't
God.
stop. Don't stop.
No,
Keep
exactly.
driving.
Do you ever feel that, though? Because you live in an apartment complex. Do you feel that way at all?
The only thing I can probably refer to is my parents' house growing up. I
Sure.
know my mom would really like it to make sure that the leaves are always off the yard. I think that was a
Yes.
big thing.
As long as you're not the worst house on the block, I think you're doing okay.
You're doing okay out there.
Yes, but that's a good idea for sure. The new World Happiness Report is out. Finland got the top spot again for the 8th year in a row. Go Finland.
yeah.
Nearby nations, Denmark, Iceland, Sweden, and the Netherlands rounded out the top 5. The biggest news for us is the U.S. reached its lowest spot since the report began 13 years ago. We clocked in at number 24.
Ooh.
The report's founding editor said one way to achieve happiness is to expect goodness out of the people around you, and you'll be surprised how often you get it. Yeah, I feel like all of us are nicer than we think. You know, you see a lot of stories in the world and everything like that.
Yeah.
And if you just talk with your neighbors and have a conversation, I think that we're all more alike than we're not alike.
I think one thing I'm working on right now is attitude. You can control your actions and you can control your attitude.
Yes.
So if you going through the day positively, hopefully you're going to have a positive outlook on life.
Yeah, a lot of times if you have a negative outlook on life, it actually happens to you. So just have a positive outlook.
Do
Very
it.
True.
Coming up, the best school lunches of all time. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome back, folks. For decades, the most reliable place to find a meal in the middle of the night was often the local diner. But nowadays, fewer restaurants are staying open all night.
Michael George shows us why the 24-hour diner is in danger of becoming a thing of the past.
At Manhattan's Diner 24, owner Stratus Morfogen says the name says it all.
You never close.
Never close.
Who are the customers who are coming in at midnight, at 2 a.m., at 4 a.m.?
It's interesting. The police station is down the block. Nightclubbers. We have about 30 bars here within 7 blocks. Hospitals.
But lately, even in the city that never sleeps, fewer restaurants are staying open overnight.
No place is open past 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yelp says the number of 24-hour diners dropped 18% since the pandemic, when many restaurants shifted to normal business hours and never looked back. Operating 24/7 is expensive, and now people craving late-night food can just order from an app and get it delivered.
It's sad to see that it started to die out. But again, in all fairness, it was time for change.
Morfogen says his restaurant found new life by updating diner classics. They went viral on TikTok and brought in new customers.
This is my smash burger with 2 fried eggs, my foot-long hot dog.
He says the restaurant's busiest hours are midnight to 5 a.m., proving it may not yet be time for the 24-hour diner to shut its doors. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Before we talk more about the 24-hour dining experience,
Yeah.
I'm incredibly distracted by that guy's name, Stratus Morfogen.
That's a fantastic name.
That is a
You
great
got to
name.
do something with your life. If that's your name right there,
Got
my
a
gosh.
24-hour diner.
That's true.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite things, though. Like, and there are still a couple around here,
Mm-hmm.
not many anymore. But like after a gigs get done at 1 in
Yeah.
the morning, 2 in the morning, go out to a diner afterwards. Or even in high school, that was like one of the big things. In Two Harbors, there's not a whole lot going on.
Right.
So you come to Duluth and you go to the all-night diner, and it was just the best time ever.
I know a lot of the Perkins usually stayed open for 24 hours. I'm not sure if they still do.
I don't think
that was
they
a big
do.
one. The Perkins employees down in Maple Grove hated to see the theater group coming at like midnight or 1 a.m. and you got one poor employee who's having to serve 20 plus people.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! Yeah, it wasn't the drunker people at the time
Yeah,
that
yeah.
were the bad people. It was always the annoying kids that came
Yeah.
in that are like so
Yeah.
loud and
singing
crazy.
songs and dancing
Yes.
around the bar and whatnot.
Yes.
Customers also eating dinner earlier and drinking less, which is also contributing to the decline of those late night
Oh, that makes
restaurants.
sense. Okay.
Interesting. Okay, hopefully your March Madness brackets are still looking good after a day and a half here. I was online the other day and I saw a post from the Northern Nerd over in Hayward, Wisconsin, and he posted a photo of a bracket he is making his students fill out. Which school lunch is the best? So Hunter, I have given you my bracket and I provided it to you folks at home on the screen here. What picks do you think stood out to you? And overall, the champion, maybe the underdog, some would say, the mini corn dogs, taking home the win over chicken patties.
Can you first off explain why mini corn dogs took home the championship
Okay,
for you?
I can certainly explain. Let me set the scene for you. You just failed a math test.
Did that happen often?
No.
Okay.
Hopefully I never failed a math test. Maybe you didn't do the best in that class. And you're going, man, I could really use a pick-me-up. And lo and behold, you know that lunch is coming up. And you go, wow, I just know that these little mini corn dogs, I'm going to ask for seconds, and they're going to solve every problem I have in my young life right now. And they're going to be warm. You're going to get mustard. You're going to get ketchup. You're going to grab the mini corn dog. You're going to mix it around in both of the condiments. It's going to solve whatever problems you have at the middle or high school level.
You said like 8 things just now that I disagree with.
Which one on there was something that stood, or which one do you think should be the winner?
I also have a hot take when it comes to
Sure.
the pizza being the #1 seed. I hated the school
Whoa.
pizza.
Wow.
I love pizza. Pizza is one of my favorite meals of all time. I thought it was a cheap thing. I thought it was disgusting. I thought it was a shame to call it a pizza
Okay.
because I didn't think it was pizza at all. So I never liked pizza day. I always opted for the B lunch or whatever it was, or
Whoa,
brought my own lunch for
wow.
pizza. I mean, it was the worst. So I don't think that should be the #1
I
seed.
think overrated team pizza. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but for sure. So when it comes to PB and no, what was it? Mashed potatoes and chicken versus sloppy joes. I would have picked mashed potatoes and chicken in a heartbeat. Why'd you pick
You know,
sloppy
if
joes?
they said chicken tenders specifically, I would have picked that. But it said
Okay.
mashed potatoes and chicken. Sometimes we got the chopped up, maybe baked chicken. That wasn't necessarily the best. That's where my mind went.
All this to say, that I miss school lunches.
I do
Those
too.
were the best.
I
weren't
wish
they?
there was a cafeteria here at Northern News now. Just walk downstairs and grab your tray and just start going across the line.
That'd be the best thing
That'd
ever.
be
I miss
great.
those days.
Well, hey, back to basketball, though. For the second straight year, Sports Illustrated has ranked the tournament's 68 mascots on a scale from creepy to commendable. So here's who came in at #1. We got Xavier. They actually have 2 mascots. So the first, here, D'Artagnan, immaculately rendered and named for the history's most famous musketeer. And then next, as you see here, they have a secondary mascot who is their main attraction. That would be the Blue Blob, introduced as a kid-friendly alternative to D'Artagnan.
The creativeness ran out with the blue blob. Is that what happened there?
They used all the money on D'Artagnan, and they had to, they
Budget
said, we
cut.
need another one. A little more safe for kids out there.
I like them both though.
Yeah.
Those are good.
And a few honorable mentions out there, too. First, we got King Triton from UC San Diego. How about that mascot?
That's fantastic.
Next, we also have Frankie the Friar, the official mascot of the St. Francis University Red Flash. And then finally, Romo for Robert Morris.
Oh, okay. The middle one was kind of weird. Just seemed like a middle-aged bald man just watching the basketball game. What?
Isn't that everybody that watches basketball?
That's a good point.
Me included. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back, everybody. Since it's Friday, let's celebrate the end of the week with a few fun Facebook Marketplace finds. There are folks who enjoy spending their nights and weekends shopping at Target. Target, as some people like to say if they get their clothes there. But there's someone who is such a big fan of their mascot, they're selling their enormous bullseye collection.
Oh,
Look at
jeez.
the amount of dogs they have on that table, Hunter. Or pool table, it looks like.
That person's probably a hoarder. If I had to take a stab at it
It
myself.
looks like the rest of the room is pretty nice.
That's true. It is a clean rest of the house. That is very cool, though. How do you amass so many? Where do you even find those, first off? And then how do you get so many in your possession? That's
I don't
amazing.
know. You must forget that you're like, man, I love, or is it Spot? Bullseye?
Spot, I
Bullseye.
think you're right.
Or
Yep.
Bullseye.
Or is it Bullseye?
Yeah. Who's Spot?
Who's Spot? That's somebody.
Spot's
That's
another dog.
That's another dog.
Yeah, but I mean, it must be like one of those things where, you know, like the chips at the checkout aisle where you always get.
Yes.
Must be like a huge fan saying like, I got to get that again.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Did it say how much that was? Was it like over a grand or
I
something?
think it said like maybe $50. Yeah, should I? Could
Oh,
you please go
$50.
back?
Okay, that's
See
not
what they're
too bad.
offering there in Minnetonka, Minnesota.
Let's take a gander.
My eyes, $1,000.
It is it's a thought.
$1,800.
That's what I thought I saw. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be a no for me.
That's
a lot of money.
insane.
That's
No
a lot of money.
way,
Well,
yeah.
hey, next, mustard fans, you're going to want to look away. We all know Heinz, the king of ketchup,
Mm-hmm.
obviously. And if you want to share your love for the condiment, why not buy this person's Heinz bottle and grill inflatables? They apparently got them at a grocery store, I believe, or it used to be belonged in a grocery store. $100 for the two.
Nothing says a pool party or a grill out like this right here. I'd buy this in a heartbeat. This is awesome.
It'd be kind of fun.
Does the
Yeah.
grill open? I'm sure it doesn't,
Oh,
right?
I don't think it.
There's
I don't
no
think
way.
it does. Yeah.
Because the air would just get
The
out.
air might go out.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, hey, having the right trash can at home is crucial. You have a big one or a little one at home?
Yeah, I got medium size.
Medium
Yeah,
size?
average.
Okay. Sometimes you got the ones that people like it under the sink.
Yeah.
I like the bigger ones, but if you need something bigger than the one I got at home, you can buy this former Burger King trash can.
That's fantastic.
It
Oh
says
my gosh.
authentic and original Burger King waste receptacle with container.
I also want something just to tell me thank you every time I throw something away in it. That's the best right there. I don't know. Put my tray on top. That goes right with the school lunches. You put your tray right on top
yeah.
and then go right up for the next
The
meal.
person said it allegedly belonged in the Burger King play place area.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
A lot of kids were all around it too. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah.
Well, hey, in the movie Field of Dreams, is it Kevin Costner in Field of Dreams?
Yes, it
Kevin
is.
Costner. Well, he received a call from the cornfields, and now you can be the one calling from the corn. Check out, you can have this beautiful corn phone.
That's pretty awesome too. Boy, you found a lot of good things here today, Ryan.
they're,
My
all,
gosh.
they're here in Minnesota and Wisconsin. All you got to do is just do a little digging, and people selling a lot of things. I think I saw somebody sell a coffee creamer on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, yeah.
And like a salsa or queso maybe that they got at the store. So there's a lot of people selling a lot of different things out there in Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, do you think that works? It probably still works,
Oh,
right?
it has to.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
I
I'd
saw
buy
a
that.
Bart Simpson phone too.
We used to have a Snoopy phone.
Oh.
It's somewhere in our garage somewhere. I
You
don't
got to
know.
dust it off.
Yeah, it's the best thing ever. Yep.
Compete with your neighbors for best phone.
There we go.
Having a humidifier always a treat during the winter months. And for kids out there, sometimes products that are animal related, a little more approachable and fun are great for you. However, this Froggy humidifier is a little creepy in my opinion.
Yeah, the eyes are a little bit big. How about some eyebrows or eyelashes or something that doesn't make it look like it's staring into my soul and trying to assess me? I don't know what's going on.
Had 10 cups of coffee. And
Yeah.
then, last but certainly not least, personally not a huge fan of UFC, but you can hook up the trailer and head down to the Twin Cities to pick up your very own MMA cage down there.
Oh, we're going to fight, Ryan. Let's go. Come on. We got to get that.
You know, that would be a good shoot if we both entered the ring, a little boxing match
Yeah.
too.
That'd be a great blindfold idea.
See if we
Let's
can
do that.
hook up with the WWE stars.
There we go.
Help us out. A lot of great stories coming up next week. We'll talk about them after the break.
Welcome back. When we see you again on Monday, Briggs just might be joining my band here at Harbor City International. Even though I'm used to rock and roll, we're learning how to perform folk music, even getting to dance to it a little bit. And this is a new adventure for me, obviously a new adventure for Briggs as well. And we actually both didn't do that bad, so I'm excited to see how this story turned out. And we learned a lot about folk music and appreciating folk music.
Yeah, shredding the fiddle or violin, fiddle.
Yeah, I think they're interchangeable, I believe.
Nice.
Violin, fiddle, and then she's got the banjo, of course.
Wow, that'll be
And
fun.
Yeah, she did really good.
And then on Tuesday for next week's Black Bear Blindfold, we're downtown at Blacklist Brewing, but we're not drinking beer. We're hoping to hit the mark and stay sharp with a little axe throwing over at the brewery there.
And as of right now, we still all have our appendages. So
No,
that's,
we do.
That's
We
good
do.
news. Yes.
Fortunately, we're okay.
Yes, everything's all good. And then on Thursday, we're eating good at Fitgers. We enjoy dishes and drinks from a few of the vendors and businesses who are raising money for Second Harvest Northland at next weekend's Taste at Fitgers event. We talked a little bit about this a couple days ago. Another great week for us, getting to eat all
Yeah.
this food, and oh, it was amazing.
Something we're not truly deserving of, and everybody served us so well, and it was
Yes.
such a great morning. Really good stuff. You're going to
Treated
want to
us
get your
great.
tickets for that.
Amen. Got
Well,
time still.
Hey, thanks for joining us this week and putting up with the two of us. We love you. Have a great weekend.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.